Okay, so yeah, we actually are officially, I think, live right now. Right now, I think. Hopefully, it's not like dropping, dropping. Oh, it seems like it's dropping a lot of frames.
No, it's live.
Okay, yeah, it
It's
is live
live.
though. It is live though. Um. Okay. All right. So yeah, we are live right now. I think. I don't know how like is the stream all right? Is the health of it good or is it bad right now?
um,
What?
let me see. It is a little behind. Let me see.
I'm not talking about latency. I'm just talking about is like the how bad does it look? Does it look really bad or no?
That's what I'm trying to find out. But Legend, you talk.
I'm talking.
Okay.
It looks
Okay,
like
now
it's
we
all
got.
going good though.
Okay.
It's going all right.
Is the audio peaking by? I think it looks like it's peaking for you guys. I guess I should try to turn you guys down. Hold on.
Probably for me, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. You're just a critic. You're just
I don't know,
a
man.
person who
It
wants to
says
put
it
us
says that it's dropping by
down.
like it says it's dropping by like 25% or something. Which when I did test,
You can't be
yeah.
uh,
When I
you
did,
can't be paying attention to
oh
these
gosh,
numbers, man.
yeah.
They're just gonna put you down.
All right. Well, uh, yeah. I think we should be good though. For the most part.
I'll
Um,
let you guys know. I'll let you guys know that I have currently have a clay face mask on my beautiful basketball skin, and so I'm really constricting my mouth words. I can't stretch my mouth as I normally can. So yeah,
what do you mean? Oh yeah,
just letting
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
know that.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, I got clay on my face to make my leather clean.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, just letting you guys know. I gotta preface that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Meep wants to say something, but it might come off as rude.
Go
She's
ahead. We have no judgment here,
go ahead. It's all gonna be
except we
edited.
pass all judgment.
This is all gonna be on the cutting room floor, brother. Don't worry, except my clay mask monologue there.
What? Oh, that's Clayface. Is that
She's
who
gonna
that
be
is?
like, yeah, I got clay all over my face, man. I just explained that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. It is a little laggy.
Yeah, yeah. I thought. Well, the thing is I tested this before and it didn't have any issues. So I don't know if it's just like.
Oh, you didn't have three other people in your room. So
Um. I mean, maybe it's
wait,
Discord.
two other people. I can't do math, apparently.
32 people.
Doctor Basketball looks like he has scoliosis. I do actually. I do have scoliosis. My back hurts almost every day of my life, and my posture's even worse. You know. But I got this little like straightener. I don't know how to say it. It's like a backpack, and it like straightens your back. You know what I'm saying? Like a posture check. It's very painful. It's like a leather jacket, you know, or like a straight jacket. But it really straightens your back up, and I think it might fix my posture, you know.
Oh yeah. Also, I put the chat behind Legend. I think yeah. There you go. There's the chat. Um. But yeah. Anyway. Anyway.
Chat behind Legend. Are they gonna be able to see it?
No, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Um. Yeah. Anyway. So I was hoping so that today that we are gonna do episode 1 of the Trifect, right? Episode numero uno. So obviously a lot of
Numero
things haven't
uno.
gone to plan. It's probably better if we were to pre-record this than we were to live stream it. But
Hey, whose idea was it to make it live? Okay.
I don't know. It was my idea. I think.
yeah,
It was my idea.
yeah, something like that.
But yeah, you know, it's fine. It's fine. So So basically, in this episode, I hope that we can talk about immersive narratives. So, immersive narratives. Does anyone know what that is, by the way?
It's a narrative that immerses you in it. I mean,
No,
you can.
not
It's
not
a very
exactly. Not
vague
exactly.
statement. I mean, I could read a book tonight and I'll be very immersed in it. I mean, it's a very vague statement, my brother.
No,
I don't know.
no. It's where the audience has direct. It has to like be direct participation in how a story progresses, basically. So it means that when you, let's say if you're reading a book, for example, if you're reading a book, you're looking at the words and you're looking at what the author intended for you, and you are essentially getting all of that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like you're basically, the difference is that you are partaking in the act of the story progressing itself, whereas in a traditional story you're just kind of reading it as it's laid out by the author, basically, right? It's just from start
Life,
to finish. Yeah.
life is indeed like Roblox. That is a very good point, not Squid Senpai. By the way, if this is going to be the first episode, why aren't we explaining who the hell we are?
We already did that. We already did that. I don't
But
think we have time
they
for
haven't
that.
seen it.
I know, but I don't think we have time for that.
No one has seen that episode.
Everyone's seen that episode, if you think about it.
No,
I don't know.
I
Look,
haven't. I haven't seen it. It's been a year since we recorded, and I still haven't seen it. Oh. I don't even know what I said in that
It's still
episode.
an editing
It's been a
kind
year,
of, technically
you know?
speaking. So, yeah, it's not going to come out.
Is that what
I
we
don't know.
call
Look,
it?
I'm still figuring out how the whole episode struck. Like, I do have like some ideas down the road of how to put everything all together. So I think it'll be fine, even if this is the first episode. I don't think really I think it's kind of wasting time for us to introduce ourselves again.
You there?
Because we already did. Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Sorry, I was talking.
You cut out.
Yeah, sorry. What I was saying
I
is...
hope that picked up on the last.
No. It was just Discord. Basically, what I was saying is that, yeah, I don't think we need to get into the minutia of who we are, because we already did that, technically speaking, in the first episode. Now, I know this is the first episode.
But we did it. No one knows who we. What are you talking about? No one knows who we are.
I know, but that was episode 0. Okay, this is episode 1. Okay, so there's a difference. That was episode 0. This is episode 1. That was the prologue. This is
wonderful writing.
Yes, this is the episode 1. This is the first episode of the Trifect.
Okay. Listen, Soul Arcto. I feel a need to explain ourselves. Okay, our people out here, they yearn to know who we are on our insides as well as our outsides, and maybe even spiritually. I need to state the fact of who we are. So I think we should start with that before we even immerse ourselves, even dabble ourselves, even touch our toes in the pond of immersive narratives here. If we really want to immerse our people into our narrative and our mission of the Trifect here, we need to recount who we are. We can also cut this out in the edited version. So let us state our mission. As we said, maybe the real first episode are the friends we made along the way. So therefore, our friends need to see who we are. Soul Arcto, who are you? Sloth boy.
What? What?
You just introduce yourself.
Yes. Hello, guys. I am a member of the Trifect here, as is both of the people here with me in this place. Yes.
Good job. You did such a good job. Crimson Legend, come forward and tell your name for the Crimsonians to hear your roar. Go ahead.
They call me Soul Arcto. I have this cool... No, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. They call me the Crimson Legend. I'm red.
Why Why do they call you that? Why?
I'm red.
Are you a legend?
No, but I'm red. So
Do you strive to be a legend? Do you have any like personal like stakes in it?
uh,
I mean, you
perhaps
have
getting in
so
the
many.
Guinness Book of World Records for my clam collection, maybe.
All right, we collect clams up in this. Oh wait, I can't cuss on this, right?
Wait, what? Cussing? I mean,
Okay,
it's for young adults, so
yeah.
it's
Are we
fine.
allowed? Okay, we got clams up in this hoe. Goddamn. So the Crimsonians are proud to see you. They have followed you year after year. You are a strong leader and the sexiest. Anyway, my turn. Hello, I am Dr. Basketball. I am a intellectual genius. I have educated myself on the history of our world more than anyone has ever done. Um, and I brought these people all together. We're the Trifect. We are investigating upon some things, but you guys aren't allowed to know about that shit yet. Wait for Act 2. So, immersive narratives. Go ahead, Soul Arcto. Take the lead, brother.
Okay, so I actually do need to share this with you both because I think you need to see what I'm seeing. So, okay,
Uh-oh.
let me do this really quickly. Hold on.
I'm scared. What's he going to show us? What do you think he's going to show us, Crimson Legend?
The wonders.
Should I put it on? Maybe I
The
could put it
underwater
on
one?
stream. So I don't know. Like, it'd probably be better to show it to like to give
I
you the
mean,
link. I don't know.
yeah, you should probably show it on stream.
So yeah, I prepared a little bit of a present. Yeah, so I've prepared a little bit of a presentation. Okay. I'm just gonna show it on
Okay,
screen now.
about
Let me
okay.
do that.
Yeah, show us. I'm waiting. My toes are itching.
Okay, so it should be on the screen. You can't see anyone else though. Let me try to fix that.
I guess make it the background maybe.
Yeah, it's just a little bit confusing. Yeah. Okay.
Just
Yeah, there's a lot. I can see the chat's kind of
stop.
scrolling up and down.
I have a message. Stop retracting your messages. We don't like that. We need all the messages to stay where they are. We need to know. We need to know what you said. Okay. No retracting things. Okay. No hiding what you're saying. Okay. We can't trust like that. There's so many people out for us right now. We have to know what everyone is saying in the chat. Isn't that right, Legend?
Yeah, no. But I wouldn't look in live chat. Top chat seems fine.
Yeah.
Gotta moderate.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't I make you
Only
both
the
moderators or
moderators.
no? I think I did.
Yeah. I'm blue. I'm blue. I'm blue.
Okay.
Are you retracting them? Are you the one deleting all
No.
these?
They're just doing that on their own. I don't know why.
How they fear our reaction. I need every Crimsonian to shout out in the chat right now. Say I eat buttered eggs and put a bunch of emojis after that. Like really hype me up. Hype up my boy. We're waiting for this PowerPoint presentation to start, but we need to get some interaction while everyone just sits here in silence for no reason.
Yeah. Everyone say something. Say
Like please.
I'm trying to,
Soul
guys.
Arcto
I'm
is
trying
lost on
to.
this
I
one.
literally have to log into my Google account to do this.
You have to multitask, man. You have to come up with something to say, man.
talk
No,
about a multiverse of madness.
Crimsonian hype train, baby. We're taking this to the moon. Butter eggs, baby.
Okay.
His clam collection is gonna be the best clam collection like ever. Something like that.
No, yeah,
Okay,
that's my arc.
finally. Okay, so it is on stream already, but
Finally,
I'm gonna send it to you
it
guys.
is. Okay, go ahead. Do so. Send it.
Okay, do you see in chat? I
Send it
sent it. I
over.
just sent it.
Let's check it out. Let's check it
Okay,
out.
so I didn't finish this, by the way. So, yeah, but
Okay.
but
Um,
it is under yeah. That's just basically what it looks
very
like.
very professional here. Oh hey! Oh look at oh that's me. Oh, well you. It's not on the stream yet, but it will be eventually. But it's very beautiful. Pregnant. Is that what I saw? Someone's pregnant. I don't like that vibe. Oh my god, they're posting pregnant men all in the chat. This message is self review.
What is going on? What is happening
What is
right
going
now?
on?
What do you mean?
Brother?
Okay.
What do you?
You're the one struggling. You're the one struggling here.
Okay, so
I
let's talk about the history of immersive narratives, okay? Let's talk about this.
yeah,
So,
we're finally to the point.
like I said, so immersive narratives differ from your traditional kind of storytelling. Traditional storytelling has it where you have everything basically laid out for you, and you are basically being able to experience the thing directly, just by either, some direct form of stimuli. Let's say you're reading a book, or you're there's many instances where you can just have a very linear experience that you're getting, in terms of just like the traditional narrative of storytelling. So now that we go into immersive narratives differ in that they are not like I said, like that kind of storytelling. They differ in the way that they are, well, as the name implies, immersive, right? And what that means is that the person, the audience, has direct participation in the progression of the narrative. So let's say if you're playing a video game, for example, that would be considered in some sense a immersive narrative, because you are controlling the actions of the player, the person that is perceiving what's around them, and you're basically being able to control them, and you're able to make decision making that affects the course of the narrative. So in the same way that there's many forms that this takes, it's actually a very broad definition, I think. So we're going to be going over the many forms of immersive narratives. So I do have
Give me some examples.
Okay, so I do have some I guess things that I can talk about when it comes to like immersive narratives, and go into like kind of like what from the history of them. So let's go ahead and talk about the history of immersive narratives. So, all right, let me change the slide.
Chat, while we talk about this, I need everyone to send in an example of their favorite immersive narrative right now in the chat. Do that right now while we talk about this. Okay, thank you. Love you. Bye bye. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see on screen right now, hopefully I switched the slide. Well, kind of. I wish should I hide you guys? Is it kind of covering up what I'm showing? I don't know. Anyway, so the point of this graphic that I have right up here, if you could see it. So you have two.
Yeah, maybe remove
us. Yeah.
Maybe remove the chat. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit more clearer. I can now see it, yeah. So basically, as you can see, what I'm seeing right now, we have two options, right? So we have myself saying, I think berries would probably be good for breakfast or whatever. And then we have Dr. Basketball saying,
Wouldn't air feel the oh, am I supposed to say it? Wouldn't air feel the sinking feeling in your stomach? It works for me.
Yeah. So you have two dialogue options, right? For these two characters, and then they both lead into one outcome, essentially. So you have A slash B. It's kind of covering. You're kind of covering it, but it's fine. A slash B, and then it equals C. But in reality, so this is kind of like the consequence of this kind of linear storytelling. So here, what I'm trying to present is the idea that which I guess like the text is kind of covering. I'm kind of covering the text right here, but basically the idea around this is that two actions, right, lead to a are sort of associated into a single outcome, right? When in reality, this is not really how the real world works, right? Two binary choices don't always result in an outcome, in a singular outcome that is determined by these two choices. So basically, that's kind of a limitation, I guess you could say. Now, there is later on, we might go in to discuss how that limitation can kind of be not as much of a limitation depending on the kind of story you're telling. But generally speaking, having it so that the player is only choosing, or I keep on saying the player, it's not a player. This could work with any kind of storytelling. It can work with, I was going to give an example here with the history of immersive narratives. You guys know what a choose your own adventure book is, right?
Yes.
That's like
I know.
Yeah, that's like one of the earliest forms I can think of in my head, at least, where it
Yeah,
has
in my younger years, fourth grade or whatever the fuck, I would go to the library and I would collect choose your own adventure books based off of old, like, I don't know, I think there was like a Peter Pan one, Brer Rabbit one, like stuff like Tom Sawyer maybe was there too, maybe, anyway. But it would be like fan fiction of these characters, and it would lead you to random things. Anyway, this is a tidbit. Legend, do you have any immersive choose your own adventure books that you know about?
Yes, there was one that I think it was like a little Treasure Island, little graphic novel.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. Yep. The character kept dying.
They made they made one for Five Nights at Freddy's recently, right? Didn't they make like one?
Oh yeah, they did the first week.
Wait, what? How do
Did you
you
read it?
guys know? I didn't even know about that. What are you guys talking about?
You didn't know about this?
No.
Yeah, they made it was about Phone Guy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the protagonist is phone guy from the first game.
Oh,
Yeah,
Takes
it's
place a
Choose Your Own
week before the first
The
game.
first one.
That's why it's
Yeah.
called the week
It was
before.
for the year
Yeah.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for the year. Did you not know about this?
No. I don't think I did.
You're screwing. Yeah,
But
you're
that's
screwing.
cool.
Yeah,
They
You're lying.
made like
it's
a
real
adventure
hype.
book. Yeah, or not adventure. I don't know why I said adventure book.
Ain't
They
no
made
way you didn't know about this. Adventure Time probably made one too. I'm sure.
No, I didn't say
I'm sure
adventure.
it
I
did.
said.
Oh, shit, come on! You
I
gotta.
mistakenly
Yeah,
said the word adventure. That's what I meant. Yeah, I meant to say.
You just gotta have the sight and the mind of a hawk.
You need to know everything that goes on. You need to know everything that's released every day.
Yeah.
Clearly, you haven't been consuming media and not doing anything else with your life. You just need to consume media and consume media and consume media, and then you make a YouTube video about it, and you get 100 million views for summarizing what you watched, and you did no work whatsoever or created anything of value. That's how capitalism works, baby. Anyway, so immersive narratives, right?
Yeah. So, one of the earliest examples I can think of the history, right? And I know there's probably some other things that you could look to that are even before that, but from at least in the sense of this century and the last century, I think one of the things I think of like the earliest examples of this is choose your own adventure books, right? Where you have basically, like, I don't know, the way that they implement this is different depending on the kind of book it is, but usually it's like skip to this page, right? Or something like that. Like if you're gonna make a choice, right? There's like a crossroads decision that you're gonna make. But again, like I said, the problem with this approach is that it implies that these two, like doing two actions, are going to lead to an outcome that I guess like basically a singular outcome. But in reality, life is not like that, right? Nothing is really, no one action or one choice is necessarily deterministic of another, right? And it places some sense, sort of like a false importance on someone's own action, right? In a story, in a narrative. Now, this can be kind of there's ways of going about this where you can implement it in a better way, right? Where you could have like if you're telling a kind of a linear story, and this is kind of linear, I would consider that immersive narratives can be linear and depending on what it is. Now, when we talk about like later on when we get into things like let's say our ARGs, right? I would consider that an immersive narrative. Like when you go far that way, that's kind of more that's kind of more of that kind of chaos fiction where you have people influencing how the actual how the story is actually going to evolve and change over time. Now, this is different from a predetermined story, right? Where the author created the story already, right? And that's kind of like how a book is, right? You have the person the author that writes the book, and it's a predetermined story. And in that predetermined story, you can have several different choices that you can make. And it creates this kind of like, like I said, a point of convergence of these two, like you could see here, the two dialogue choices, right? For me saying this and then him saying that, it creates like a point of convergence. But that really shouldn't always happen in terms of if it's being realistic to reality, because reality doesn't necessarily work like that. Actions are not weighted equally together, right? So like the subsequent action that would ensue would not somehow correlate with the other action that is present. Like it's kind of like the example I would use, and I was going to put this in the slideshow, is sort of like a checkbox, right? Where you check different boxes. So in like if we're moving now like to other sorts of examples, right? I can give you. Let's say like so there's a differently like a digital, sort of like a digital form of a immersive, like of a, not immersive narrative, I was going to say of a choose your own adventure book, and it's called a text adventure, right? I've actually made one of these before. They're like a simple game that you can kind of make, and they actually used to be very popular back then, back in the early days of like let's say computers and the internet. There used to be a lot of these text adventure games that sort of like were on the sort of that that you could, they're basically through the terminal. You if you guys know what that is, you don't know what a terminal is, right? Like on a computer.
What are you fucking talking about?
You don't know what I'm talking about? A text adventure? You don't know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I kind of know what you're talking about. I just think we're kind of...
So yeah, this is why we're going through the history. We're going through choose your own adventure books, right? Like I just mentioned, choose your own adventure books. And now I feel like we're progressing to the more digital version of that concept, which is basically called a text adventure. A text adventure is like it's not like I mean, in the modern sense, it can be considered like a game, right? Like sort of, if you think of like a visual novel, it's kind of like that, but it's like a less modernized version of that, right? Like if anyone has played like a visual novel, they know what I'm talking about. But like, it's kind of like that, but it's kind of just like...
Oh, Legend.
What?
Legend should know all about visual novels. Tell us about new visual novels, Legend.
Wait, why would he know about visual novels? Like what?
I don't know. I'm just sure he knows about visual novels.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so basically a text adventure. Okay.
He hasn't talked about his visual novels yet, man.
I know, but he's not talking.
Legend,
is he here? Is he here? Did he go?
I don't know. I was trying to give him some time to talk, but I think he died.
Oh, he's dead?
I was trying to give him a chance to talk. It's over, though. He's dead.
Oh, wow. He left.
He fell asleep.
Is he actually dead? No, he's died.
I hope not. I hope he did die.
I think he's fine,
You
right?
heard about the visual
Hold on,
novels?
let me try to
He died.
let me do this. I don't know what's going on with him. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with him.
Maybe he left.
It says that he's still in here. Oh, he's gone. He left.
He left.
Uh,
Maybe he was muted and he can't talk for some reason.
no, he wasn't muted. He just left. Okay. Oh, now we're big now. We're big now because he left. Oh no. This is kind of being a disaster. Not gonna lie.
Should plan it out more, man.
Oh, okay. He's back. He's back.
He's
Okay.
black.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry if
Legend,
I'm
are
talking
you
a lot.
there?
Sorry if I'm talking a lot. It's just I feel like.
Legend, are you able to talk? He might his mic might have messed up.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe either his mic's off or I mean he might just be trying to figure it out. Or maybe he can't hear us.
You should be
I
able
don't
to
know.
hear us. I don't know why he wouldn't.
Yeah, I
here he is.
agree now.
Oh shit. There he is.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
internet went out. Sorry, not
Oh,
very
sorry.
chuggy of me.
No, that's fine.
How do
that's
you
fine.
I've been wondering, I've been begging to hear how do you feel about visual novels?
They're so good, being able to affect the story in different ways.
Tell us your top 5 visual novels.
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
Steins
Don't be
Gate.
shy.
Yeah, Steins Gate is one.
Steins Gate. Yeah, go ahead. What's the other one?
The K. No, not the KFC. One. The other Steins Gate one, and
Wait. I
Oh.
thought Steingate was like isn't that an anime or something?
yeah, it's an anime. It has some visual novel games, I think.
Oh, okay.
And Doki Doki Literature Club.
I was waiting for that one. What's your favorite alcoholic drink?
Oh, that's easy. Apple juice.
Mm.
I don't think
What
I
about
don't think apple juice is
Soul Arcto?
alcoholic.
What do you like?
I don't think it's alcoholic.
It
What?
is. Shut up. What's your favorite alcoholic
It's
drink?
taken me out for days.
What's your favorite alcoholic drink, dude?
Who are you asking that to? Are you asking Legend or are you asking me?
Soul Arcto. Soul Arcto. You fucker. You.
Okay, you need to chill with the
censor
language.
that out.
You need to chill with the language.
I know
you can
you.
only
You're
use like
always working.
tier 2 swear words. Okay.
Okay, I get it. Sorry, I know we're making something for Gravity Falls fans.
No.
But
No. That's not okay. I guess it's fine. You can moderate.
you
your own
love drinking on a hard day at work. You're always working on the trifect, always trying to investigate some things. What do you do to take a nice little bev at the end of the day?
Yeah,
Get
man.
the little mood off?
You drink some sake, maybe some Mike's Hard Lemonade.
What do you drink? What do you
Some
drink,
Bud
dude?
Light.
Oh, I'm sure he's a Bud Light guy.
I don't know.
I
don't
can
think I
tell
drink
he
anything,
likes
to be honest.
he likes the good. He likes
You
a good.
a professional
cold
mixologist,
beer.
man?
I'm a what? A mixologist? That's a thing?
Yeah, it's
A
like a science
mixologist?
of drinking. They make drinks. What are you talking about? Don't you know about this?
No, this is news to me. I didn't know it was a study or profession or yeah. No, I don't really drink.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
I'm
unless
trying to immerse. What are you talking about? Don't you remember that one time we went to the bar all together, all three of us, and we drank and we got drunk and some other stuff happened, but we can't talk about that on YouTube for reasons. But Yeah, you got crunk as hell. What was your favorite drink? You told me. You told me your favorite drink, but I
Uh,
forgot what it was.
Moonshine? I don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't really drink
Moonshine.
alcohol, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really drink it.
But you were saying that you're no legend. Remember what happened? We went
Yeah,
out
he
to the
was drinking the
bar.
3X's on the jugs and everything.
He was going crazy, and he was like, "I love drinking alcohol. I love getting drunk. I love getting drunk. Oh, this is such an immersive story." And we were like, "Why is he saying that?" And then yeah, remember all that?
No, I do not. I don't remember any of that. Maybe it's because I just
He's
yeah.
denying it.
Well, I mean,
Legend,
okay.
I think we need to have an
No, no,
intervention.
no, no. If I was actually drunk, would I even remember it anyway?
Sloth Bear, bro, we need to have an intervention. Your alcoholism has gone so bad, you're forgetting things. Legend,
Yeah,
tell him
this
what
is
he did to you.
no. I think we say that for another episode.
No, we need to talk to him about what he did because it was bad. It was not good. It was not good. He hurt you, and I think we need to have a confrontation right now, because it's not good. It's not good.
Uh, yeah, no. He took my favorite rubber ducky away.
Yeah,
It
dude.
was
Why did he steal his rubber
he sent
ducky?
me to the pie war and everything.
The what?
Like, what? Why did he steal it?
I did not steal it at
The
all.
what?
What are you guys talking about?
Why
This
did
never
you steal
happened.
his rubber ducky while you were drunk off that drink? What are you talking about? You need to talk about it. The Crimsonians will have your head for stealing his rubber ducky. This shit is serious, okay?
Look, I don't know where that is. I don't. Look, I didn't steal anything. That's all I can say.
Your alcohol, your your alcoholism has gone so bad you don't even remember stealing his rubber ducky. Or what did the rubber ducky look like again? What did it have? It had like an accessory, right?
Yeah, it had a little katana.
Yeah,
Had a little hat
yeah,
on.
Oh wait, now that you mention it,
yeah. Like what type of hat? What
that
was
does
it?
kind of sound familiar.
Wait, what type of hat was it? What type of hat was it?
It was one of those flat tops. Those little top hat ones.
Mm, yeah, what the heck? I remember that. He had a katana. He had the flat top hat. It was what color? It was green, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck, dude? Where is it? I remember that. We were drinking at the bar. We were going sip sip on the Jaeger, and then I look over, and you're like sniffing. Okay, you're like sniffing around with your nose, and you go around, and you like a Tom and Jerry character. You start flying in the air, smelling the aroma, like ooh. And then you go into his purse, and you just dig around in there, and then you ooh, you see something, and I saw you. I saw your teeth your teeth
I
ripped
don't. What are
out
you
of
guys
your
talking
fucking
about? I don't even
gum,
have teeth.
of your gum. Your teeth ate the duck,
I
and I
don't
remember you
have
took the
teeth.
duck. You took it. Where is the duck?
What are you talking about? I don't even have teeth.
He's ashamed. He's high.
I don't
I
have it.
saw them. They are They're retractable. They go in your gums and out of your gums. They're crazy. They're like
That's not even how
knives,
I digest
bro.
food. Oh my gosh.
Dude, legend. Don't you remember? Did you see that? Did you notice that? The teeth?
I may have seen hints of it.
This is a
May have
completely.
seen a little bit.
This is not lore accurate, guys. This is not lore accurate. I don't have teeth. Okay.
Dude, you can't just say it's not lore accurate when it literally happened. We've been investigating the Trifect stuff for what, like 2 years, 3 years now? I don't even know. And you're over here lying to us still. And you won't accept that you stole the rubber ducky with the little katana and the little hat. Okay, where is it?
I don't have it. That must have been the someone else. You know.
No, you're literally gaslighting me, dude.
I'm not. That must have been
Like
somebody
Legend,
else.
Legend came to me on the doorstep. He came to me and he was crying. He was crying about it. To me. he was crying about how his little rubber ducky is gone. You know who gave him that rubber ducky? Who gave you the rubber ducky, Legend? Tell him who gave you the rubber ducky. Tell him.
Oh yeah, got it through a wormhole. It was a
Oh,
frightening day.
I thought you said he got it from your mom, but okay, that works too, I guess.
What's the difference?
But shush.
You laughing?
So where is the rubber ducky, dude? I'm not gonna say this again. You need to answer for your crime. Yeah.
So are you back? Hello? Hello? Okay, we're back. Hello? Okay, so we're back. Sorry. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Are you back? Oh, did you? What
I don't know,
happened?
the stream just dropped for... Oh, now we're... Oh, wow. So that fixed the connection. Okay, cool.
That's good.
I guess it did.
So now we have 0 drop frames, guys, for the first time ever.
Oh yeah, so
Can't hear
that
it, but
funny.
I'm clapping.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know we were done. I don't know how long we were gone for. I hope they heard all the.
No. They heard you. It was just like for like a second, like a minute. No, like 30
Yeah, no.
seconds. It was like 30 seconds.
Alcoholism leads to
Okay, first off,
being immersed in a story.
I think we're getting sidetracked here because like it's already been 40 minutes of this
Of course
stream.
you're gonna do that. You're gonna try to like get away from the topic at
No,
hand.
it's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's just that we have a time slot, guys. This is
Okay.
a series.
Okay.
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 I fear that we're not going to be able to cover the things that we want to cover with it. You know?
Well, what is there to cover? I mean, we are immersed in this story that you're trying to hide from the people at large. Like, you stole that rubber ducky. I know you fucking did. I mean, sorry. I know that you freaking did, okay?
I mean, okay, you don't have to censor yourself. I think it's fine. Like, if you do it, that's fine. Like, if you want to do it, that's fine. Like, if anyone wants to curse, that's fine. I'm just not personally going to do it. Okay. So.
Okay. But where's the rubber ducky? Where's the rubber ducky?
I don't know. I
Okay.
didn't lay hands on that rubber ducky.
So, Arcta, you gotta immerse yourself in your memories.
Yes.
I
Immerse
remember.
yourself in your memory
Maybe I've had, I don't know. I just don't remember. I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, you had too much to drink.
No,
Is this a consequence of linear storytelling?
What?
Yeah, tell us why.
Like, what? How is this a consequence of linear storytelling? What?
Technically, linear storytelling isn't just normal storytelling. Linear storytelling is just from in order of the timeline. So linear storytelling isn't necessarily not immersive storytelling. It's just because immersive storytelling can also be linear
in this
storytelling.
in this context, if you see on the next slide that I'm on right here, linear still applies to the immersive narrative thing I was just talking about before. It's just linear in the sense of what I'm describing, what I put in the passage, which is basically the idea that yes, it's not entirely realistic of an because it basically makes, which I guess I can kind of read it if you want me to, like what's in this passage here.
Hold on, pause real quick. The chat in the stream is not up to date to the chat in real life.
It isn't?
And also, yeah, it's like still on like something from like an hour ago. Also, let me reply to some of the people in the chat. Apple Cider, hardly know her, so true. Crimson Legend, a bear, and it's a sloth bear. It's a mix of a sloth and a bear. It's smells.
Not a sloth. I'm not a sloth bear. That's
you just... are a sloth bear. You told me you are.
No, I'm not. That's just that's the pit. Okay, it's hard to explain.
He's in denial.
No.
Hold on. Crimson Legend, a bear and a walking basketball, walk into a bar. He didn't finish the joke, but that's unfortunate. So yeah, that's when I said that's not a camel. That's my wife. So true. The immersion is ruined, Chad. That's what they said. So true. Gatekeep. Gaslight, gatekeep, basketball. True. Hands on my forehead. Disgruntled. What is going on, man? Meep is taking this all too seriously. Dr. Basketball. Is D-Bass Soccer Ball your cousin? Yes. I saw him at Thanksgiving this year. He basically criticized me for wasting my life. I beat him drunkenly and bloody.
Wait, I thought. Don't you have like a grandfather or like a pop or like a? I mean, obviously you do. Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name? Old Man
Mis-
Wilson?
No, is it Jenkins?
No, the Old Man Wilson's my other grandpa. I have two grandpas. They're gay. Old Man Wilson and Old Man Jenkins. Yes, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
But no, D Soccer Ball is my cousin. He's my cousin. So he's my aunt's son. Anyway, Isaiah Jackson says, "Do you like drinking and driving, fellas?" Yes. How about you, Crimson Legend?
Yeah, it's pretty easy actually.
How about you, Soul Arcto?
No, because that would be no.
That would be
I mean,
what?
come on, who doesn't like taking a sip of apple juice every now and then while driving?
Yeah, I guess, I guess,
Oh,
I guess so. Maybe orange juice
oh,
though. Maybe orange
I never
juice.
said what I drink. I drink like vodka milk. Have you guys ever tried that?
I've tried Pilk,
What's pilk? What's pilk?
What's one's milk again?
Pepsi and milk.
Oh,
I'm more of a vodka milk. I'm a Vilk guy. You should try. I also want to try Vilk. Well, not Vilk. It's a Wilk. Wilk. It's wine and milk. I want to try that one day, but I'm just not a wine guy a lot of the time. But I'm definitely a vodka guy. Anyway, does Soul actually drink? We just had a whole story of how we went out to the bar, and Soul like stole the rubber ducky. Yes, Soul is a deep alcoholic, yet he denies it.
no.
Drinking and drive. Yes, you are. Stop denying it. We're taking you to intervention or AA or whatever.
The only
Drinking and
holic I
driving
am
is
is a
cool.
workaholic. That's it. I'm not an alcoholic.
Sure. Soul is so skibbity. That is so true. It's the drunk crashers that give us a bad name. That is true. Does popping your head kill you, or do you need to be inflated? I need to know. Um,
That's not how it works. What?
that's a good question. I've never tested it out. So you're a coward. I don't know what that's a reaction to, but I think you're the coward. Anyway, back to the story at hand. Linear storytelling. Tell us about
Okay,
it,
okay.
motherfucker.
Finally, finally. All right. So, okay. So, again, as I've described before, basically, the consequences of this kind of storytelling, where you have the audience being able to participate in it, but there's only a set amount of choices that are predetermined by the author, right? What can happen is that the author, or like the person who's basically telling the story, the storyteller, can kind of shape the desires of the choices around the person that's like basically the audience, right? And normally that's not what you want when you're telling a story. You don't want a story to reflect the audience's desires, no, for the most part, right? It depends on what kind of story you're telling, but like if it's for entertainment, sure. I think there is a point to be made there, right? But if we're telling an actual story, and it's more complex and there's a lot more going on,
Oh,
and there's intent behind the author, then you should not try to. This is kind of the pitfall, right? Oh, I think he's gone. This is kind of like the pitfall that you can kind of fall into, is that when you're telling this kind of story, this kind of it's kind of like, obviously it's an immersive narrative, so there's but there is some side effects where where the author will try to basically, whether intentionally or not, try to make the game, or what, I don't know if this is a game necessarily or something. It could be anything. It could be a book. It could be a game. It could be whatever. It just has to be an interactive piece of media. If the interactive piece of media, like I said, has audience participating in it, then there is some tendency where the person who's writing the story, like I said, either it's unintentional or it's not, whatever, whatever that may be, it results in just, the story kind of being not fitting the purposes of what the author intended, and just kind of being like, oh, well, like, again, like, kind of going back to that checkbox metaphor, right? Where you're essentially, you pick the right boxes to check in order to get the desire that you want. So for example, if you want a certain ending for, like, let's say a visual novel, you have to check the right boxes in order to get that ending that you want. But in reality, this kind of storytelling, I think it would be much better suited to sort of tell the story as it is written and how, as it's intended, rather than trying to shape the story to the desires of the audience. So this is kind of like the negative consequence of it, but also, like I said before, it's kind of unrealistic in terms of that every action that you do is not equally weighted. In real life, that's not how real life works, right? Just because you do something doesn't mean that it's going to result in this. Oh, like, okay, the Telltale games, right? Are you familiar with that?
Wolf
Yeah.
Among Us.
Yeah,
I love
how it says,
Minecraft Story Mode is one of my favorite
oh
games.
yeah,
I
Minecraft
just
Story
love the
Mode.
immersion.
So how like in Minecraft Story,
I love when Ruben died.
Yeah, Ruben, the pig. So like these games, how they have like the you will remember or they will remember this or something like that. That's kind of like a thing where it's like one decision that you do affects the entire progression of the narrative. And again, in real life, that's not really how it works. Just because one choice is made does not mean that it's deterministic of a single outcome to happen, right? Life is full of like even choices that are made in the millisecond, right? That's how fast choices are made. But in a game, when you have like a sort of this kind of storytelling, you kind of design it around what the player is going to do, right? If the player is going to say, I want to do this or I want to do that, it's the player's desires, right? Instead of what makes sense in the realism of the narrative, right? So like, for example, you don't want to write a character that wouldn't do something that they wouldn't normally do, right? For example, you guys were earlier, you were characterizing me as someone that drinks alcohol, which I do not.
Okay, I don't even want to hear it. You know
Yes.
you're an alcoholic. We literally had a whole... We've talked several... Oh my God, did you hear this, man?
Wait, but am I not cooking here? Am I not cooking here?
You're a liar. You're a liar, dude.
But am I not cooking here? You guys were characterizing me in a way that I
not.
wouldn't normally act. And the only way
It is how you act. You're an alcoholic. We've been telling you for years now. You drink so much. You hurt people. You steal duckies. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, whatever. You know what I mean, though.
No,
okay.
I don't. You're lying.
Basically, what I was trying to say is... what I'm trying to say is that as a result of the player or like the person that's playing the game and the author and the relationship that the author and the player have, and the author obviously wants to benefit the player. What happens is that characters can act in unrealistic ways that they wouldn't otherwise normally act, but because it's basically built around the player instead of being something that is built like the author just has in mind, like, oh, this is going to happen in this story or whatever. It's basically designed around what the player thinks and what the player wants and the player's desires, rather than what would actually make sense in the narrative and in the story. Does that make sense? You get what I'm trying to say or no?
I want to hear from Legend. What do you have to say about this, Legend? All this we're talking about, all this, yeah.
I think burgers and fries go well together.
Okay. Does anyone care what I'm talking about or no?
No. I've been hearing. I just don't know how to formulate a thought around it.
The way you talk is you never really give a second for someone else to say something.
Well, the reason why I do that is because I just want to get at everything what I want out to say first.
Yeah, but
then you can respond to what I'm saying.
But it goes on for like 6 minutes, and I forget what I have to reply to.
Or maybe you just have a lower attention span, which is fine. But yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, I'm not
right.
It's not like a fault of you. I have a pretty like.
I have consultation. I am an archaeologist, motherfucker. I fucking. See, Meep agrees. Meep agrees. She's zoned out.
That's not an insult. That's not an insult. I'm just saying that some people don't have.
No, you just say a bunch of words, bro. You just be saying a bunch of words. Legend, back me up on this. Is this just me?
I mean, the slideshow helps a little bit.
Okay.
I can't really read it.
Yeah, the slideshow is basically what I was just talking about. If you want to read it, like the tag, like that's basically.
I can't. But also the chat is still not up to date.
I don't know how to fix that. I can try. Oh, I actually do know how to fix it. Hold on.
Okay. Legend, tell me about immersive narratives. Try to.
Yeah, no.
There we go.
Many ways to do it. You got the Minecraft story mode.
Oh, that's not
your actions. You can go to. you can go to the Boom Town, or you can go to Redstone Lady Town.
Oh, isn't that from Not Fallout New Vegas?
That's Minecraft story mode.
Wait,
No,
what?
I
That's in
swear,
Minecraft story mode. What? What the?
I swear, there's a boomtown in Fallout New Vegas. Like,
Well,
whoa, why
it
is the
would be on. It
chat
would be on theme.
completely? No, why is the chat completely? Okay, never mind. We're good. It was completely taking over the whole screen at one. But no, this is still like chats from like a whole hour ago. Like,
No,
what's
I
going on?
changed. Well, look, I don't know what's the problem. I literally refreshed it, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
It's not up to date, man.
Oh, I think it's because it's the top chat. Is that why?
No,
Because there's a live chat and there's a
no.
top chat. There's two. There's two.
Abba? I wanted to up here. Everyone, I think we're gonna turn this into a Q&A. I need everyone in the chat right now to ask us if they'll actually respond. They probably won't. I need everyone to ask us a question about immersive storytelling to get the ball rolling. Like, does anyone have any questions or any intrigue, or is anyone paying attention? Let me know, please, if you're watching still. We need some outside observers with no skin in the game to give us some information. Meep just said, "Yee boy." Yeah, okay. Very, very riveting.
All right, so I already changed the slide now.
Okay. No one had anything to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's probably a latency thing too. Like, there's a lot of latency. I don't know.
Meep said, "What are the vines on Crimson?" Oh, we have some people. We have some people.
Okay.
Meep says, "What are those vines on Crimson? Crimson, what? Why do you have vines?"
Yeah, good question. Good question. And I do have an answer.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see this cool
Vorpius,
thing I'm doing with my hands? That's it. That's the answer.
Vorpius asks, "Do you guys like the Walking Dead Telltale game?"
What is that? Oh, well, I just mentioned Telltale, right?
Yeah, but they're asking specifically, do you like the Walking Dead Telltale game?
I've never played Walking Dead, or I don't know anything about it. So.
Mm.
I love Walking Dead. That's where you get to kill zombies.
Yeah,
They're not
I
called
know
zombies.
it's like a survival situation, right?
My whole life is a survival situation, bro.
My
But
whole
like
life
to
is
a
like a
more
video game.
Yeah, to a more like world threat level, not just like surviving day by day. you know.
Did you guys kill anyone in those games that you weren't supposed to kill?
What do you guys?
Thanks. Good response. Isaiah Jackson says, "Does mayonnaise count as interactive storytelling?" I'm sure that's a hilarious joke that isn't old at all. Vorpius, I love when the dead walk. To be honest, I agree with the Crimson Man. He agrees with you. Do you feel good about that legend? Does that make you happy?
Yeah, I mean, my life is like a video game.
True. Except
Trying hard to get to the
didn't I
next
just make
stage.
this whole section saying that it's not like a video game? Like what?
I just said my life is like a video game. You
His
know?
life is like.
Okay.
Can Dr. Basketball feel pain on his thick basketball skin? Hey, yo. If I slap him, would he feel pain? Don't worry, I won't slap you, homie. I
I don't
do
know. Do you
feel
have
a
a nervous
lot.
system?
I do. The lines on my basketball skin, where it shows like where basketballs have the lines.
The netting.
Uh,
That's what you're talking about.
that yeah, that's my nerves. I've been dribbled several times in several occasions, and it's equally painful each time, but also relaxing. It's like a deep tissue massage, It's hard to explain. But yeah, if you want to slap me, that's fine. I don't care. I'm used to it at this point. But yeah. I think we should use the live stream advantage to have people ask these Q&As of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would make sense. It would be literally immersive.
Yes. Actually,
But
that
if you
was,
want to
actually that was planned for the original stream, but yeah. Anyway.
am I a masochist, Dr. Basketball? I am. I'm a masochistic mascot. Anyway, so let's talk about the advantages.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can see that, right?
Yeah, what if Saul turned blue? What would happen if you turned blue, Sol Octo?
I'd become, I don't know, Noel or something. I don't know.
Okay, well, do you like Roblox?
I don't play it, really. So.
Do you like Roblox Crimson Legend? Everyone keeps sending questions. We're just gonna just roll them in.
Yeah,
Roll them in. Bud.
I can't get enough of it. I like playing Roblox Uno.
Oh, Roblox Uno. What's
Roblox.
that? Is that like a
There's
game
a
in
Roblox.
Roblox?
Yeah,
Well,
it's just
it's
Uno,
Uno.
but Roblox.
How do you play Uno in Roblox? Isn't it supposed to be like
Do you know that
physical
Roblox
cards?
is like a platform? Basically, it's like like Minecraft. If you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we know what Roblox is. What are you talking about?
No. I was saying it's like a platform for people to make stuff.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we are Roblox. Yeah. I mean, what's your favorite? Is your favorite game actually just Roblox Uno Roblox?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't know if that's his favorite game.
I also like FNAF Roblox. It's just Five Freddy's in
I think
Roblox.
I've seen that. I've seen that. What that looks like.
You know what? I like Doors.
Oh,
The
Doors.
Five Nights
Yeah.
at Freddy's roleplay. Oh, Doors. Yeah, that's scary, isn't it? Isn't it scary? Did it scare you? Were you scared by it?
Yeah, it scares me. I like it. I don't like it when the doors close.
I'm gonna close the door on you, buddy. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep that thing open. Roblox fighting games are apparently cool.
Yeah,
What if one day? Are you ready, Crimson? This is for you. What if one day Crimson Legend woke up and became bald? How would he react? And if his hair appeared on Dr. Basketball, would he get mad at him? What if Dr. Basketball didn't do anything and that just happened? What would happen?
I think I might go to Soul Arcto
Mm.
and give him a little peck on the cheek, and I think that would resolve the situation.
What? How would that resolve this? Do you think Soul Arcto stole your hair and put it on my head? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And you're just so happy to be bald? Is that what you're saying? You want to be bald?
Basically, I forgive him.
Oh, you're such
Why
a
am I the
forgiving
one
guy.
that's stealing, like engaging in like thievery?
Yeah, I mean, you you stole that duck, so
Okay.
I don't want to hear shit from you. You're just a thief, okay?
Oh wow, are you trying to apply something about my race and my species?
What I did say, I said nothing about a sloth bear being a thief. I said you specifically are a thief, not the whole species of sloth bears.
It's because I have what is it, red hands, right? So you caught me red-handed.
Oh,
you know?
I didn't. I'm not basing it off of the color of your hair. I'm basing it off the character of you, bro. Because you keep stealing things, man.
I don't know.
Anyway, everyone's sending questions. If you have any questions for us, just keep sending them in. Legend.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be bald?
I wouldn't, but I mean, I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind? Why wouldn't you mind? Wouldn't you be angry?
I'd be
Wait.
one step closer to being like my hero,
Who's your hero?
Walter White.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh.
gonna say someone else.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say someone else too.
I thought he was gonna say someone of the name of Johnny or something like that.
Johnny? Who's that?
Johnny Sins.
Who's that?
Don't worry about it. Vorpius said he can be an airbender. Do you want to be an airbender, Crimson Legend?
No, I prefer being a waterbender.
Wait, aren't you a firebender technically speaking?
Don't worry about it.
In the lore, in the lore.
What would you like to be, Soul Archer, if you bended anything?
I guess air. I don't know.
Okay. Meep said, "Is Soul Arcto's head bald, or does he have a little bit,
Fur.
or has a little bit of fluff? He has chest hair. I don't, but looks bald."
No.
She's saying you look bald, but you have hair, but you actually look bald. You just look like a bald
Yes.
boy. Well, are you bald,
No.
or are you not?
No, not really. But I mean,
Well, like, why do you look so bald then? Why do you have so much chest hair and no hair on your head?
it's called being short-haired. There's plenty of creatures that have short hair, right? Like, I'm pretty sure.
I have short hair.
Yeah.
You guys just can't see it.
Yeah, but like the only time like the fur, like there's like different kinds of fur. There's like kind of like the, I don't know. I'm not a hairologist. Okay.
When's the last time you got a haircut?
Recently I think.
Well, like what? Like how recently? Like in a few days, few weeks, a few days, a few weeks, a few months?
Like a month ago or something. I don't know, like a month, 2 ago.
A month ago. When's the last time you got a haircut, Legend?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I just
Been
kind of
quite a
grow
while.
like you just kind of grow your hair out, like unless you want to maintain it like constantly, like
Yeah, but like how long has it been? Like I want to know.
Ooh.
Can you show?
It I think it's been a fortnight now.
yeah, fortnight. It's like 2 weeks, right?
Yep, it's been a fortnight.
I'm trying to hop on Fortnite. I think the last time I got a haircut was like actually like a year and a half ago, probably. I got very, very long, luscious hair. Yes. If Soul can look at stuff and disappears, can he puff past it, or is it just? What are you talking about?
Wait,
What are you talking about?
I think this is implying. So, Arctic, do you smoke marijuana?
My
Marijuana?
vape.
What's that?
Yeah. Do you smoke marijuana?
Perhaps a little crystal meth.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I'm sure you smoke meth. I think I've seen you smoke meth before.
No, I've literally had no drugs, like no alcohol,
Maybe some
no drugs,
crack cocaine.
You are an alcoholic. Shut up. What are you
no
talking
alcohol, no drugs.
about?
I'm
Stop denying. Do
I
you
don't even
smoke?
take medicine, really. Actually, I don't
A little
even take
heroin?
medicine. No.
Have you ever taken drugs, Legend?
Oh yeah, I've eaten one of those vitamin gummies that look like Scooby Doo.
It was like expired. It was like 3 weeks expired.
Yeah, I kind of threw my heart organ on the floor.
Everyone sending cute questions. We'll answer them. Just send them in. Keep sending them in. So you can hear more amazing stories about how Legend ate Scooby-Doo gummies. How did you feel about those Scooby-Doo gummies? Did they give you? Did you see anything?
I saw Soul Arcto stealing my rubber ducky, but I thought it was fake.
First off,
Oh my god!
I do not want this to be recurring. I did not do anything. Okay, I did not steal anything.
I think you're just you're like a pathological liar, I think.
No.
Tell us more about when he stole the rubber ducky.
Yeah, I was on the floor, and he just took it. He looked at me. He gave me one smile and said, "Mine," and then left.
Why did you
how come I have no recollection of that?
I mean, your eyes are pretty red as well.
You are an alcoholic. I mean,
my eyes are not red. They're like the most whitest thing ever.
Well, they were red when you stole it.
That's not how my eyes work.
you are a red person, so maybe like.
See, you said I was a red person.
Hey! I didn't mean it like that. Okay, listen. Listen. You just.
Wait, actually, me and
red.
Legend are both red people. Actually, he's red and I'm red.
Okay, listen. Let's not gang up on race here. Okay. Basically, you're a red person, so maybe the red of your fur, like, reflected onto your white eyeballs. Is all I'm saying.
They're not. Okay, you don't get how my anatomy works, apparently.
I do know what you're. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, what
You
do
said
mean?
you literally said in your story that I sniffed. I don't have a nose.
Nev,
Yeah.
you do. I saw it. It protruded out of your face. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We got another question. If Soul gets injured or sick, does he go to a vet or a doctor?
What are you talking about?
If Soul got injured or sick, do you go to a vet or do you go to a human doctor?
I don't have a concept of what a human is, so how would I know what that is?
It's what the person is asking, okay? What am I supposed to say?
I guess just a regular doctor, right?
I guess. I mean, do you go to the vet or do you go to a doctor? That's all I'm asking. Here.
I'm not like an animal. Like I feel like I'm an animal. Like no.
I mean, you are a sloth bear. I mean,
I'm not. That's not my species. That's just the
it
name.
is. What are you talking about? What? When I have an elephant, I'm just like, oh, that's just a species. He's not an elephant. That's just his species. Like, what are you talking about?
That's not what that. It's a pin. It's the pin name. It's not like an actual species.
It is a species. I put it in my lexicon. Do you remember I made a book? Do you remember when I made a book? Okay, let's first start with that because apparently you can't remember anything. Do you remember when I made a book?
No. Apparently, I'm having a lot of lapse in memory. Apparently.
Can you believe this guy?
Apparently, I'm having a lot of lapse in memory.
Legend, are you hearing this guy?
It's almost like that never
have
happened.
I have a diagnosis, but it might have just been all those worms he ate.
The brain eating worms?
Yeah, all those worms you ate. Might have been all those worms you ate.
When did you eat a bunch of worms?
I don't think I did because I don't.
When he was drinking.
I don't eat like you guys. I eat differently. I don't consume things the same way that you guys do.
Yeah, because you try to be special. You don't want to be built like us.
No, I'm not. It's just how I am. Okay?
You're just trying to be. You're such a pick me. You know what I mean?
Maybe you are like a Pikmin.
I'm not like other girls type deal. I'm not like other girls. Yeah, that's what you sound like right now, bro. You know?
You don't even eat anything, Dr. Rascal. How would you know?
I eat plenty, okay?
Like?
A lot. Anyway, this doesn't, like, in my book, I wrote down that sloth bears exist, okay? That's what I'm saying. I wrote it down because you told me about sloth bears. So I wrote it down in my book where I classified all species.
Digest? Is that was the book?
Yes. Remember, I wrote down sloth bears is a species that exists. And they have noses, and they have all this. I said all this stuff. And you told me I got the information from you. Okay? And now, oh, you're all like, oh, no, that was real. What are you talking about? Sloth bears aren't real. I'm not a real sloth bear. That's just my pen name. You said you were. You said that was your species.
No, this is not lore accurate. This is not lore accurate.
You're a liar. That's what you are. I need. Okay, let's look at the next one. Legend, do you want to read the next one for me?
Yeah, no. Oh, okay. Where does Dr. Basketball go if he is hurt or sick? A hospital or a place where balls get pumped with air?
Who is giving us these questions?
Would his voice get high pitched if he's filled with helium?
She wants to fill my balls with helium? What the fuck?
Actually, that's
what
not...
if you were filled with hydrogen
actually,
as well?
Actually, I actually do know what happens. When you fill a basketball with helium, I'm pretty sure what happens is that it when you dribble or something, it's like it goes really high in the air.
So
Yeah.
you're saying I can get high if I get filled with helium?
I think helium is less than, like, it has a lesser, I don't know, weight. I don't know. I don't know the exact science behind it, but I do know that you can fill a basketball with helium, but you really shouldn't, really.
Okay. Well, another question is Crimson bi or is he gay?
What questions are these?
It's me just giving all these questions. So, Legend, what is it?
Why does Meep need to know this information? Like what?
Meep needs to know, apparently.
I am who I am. And that's
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
What I am. It's probably, I mean, I think we're all pretty queer in our own ways. By the way, oh, oops. Anyways, so I have an image to show you. I need you to put this on the screen, Solarto. Okay, you ready?
Is it? Yeah, as long as it's like okay, hold on.
Yeah, no, put this on. Put it in the chat right now, the big voice chat. You need to put this on screen right now, okay? Put that on screen. I need you to put that on screen right now. Do you recognize
No
that?
way, no way.
Do you recognize that rubber ducky? I need you to put it on the screen to show everyone.
Hold on, I accidentally broke.
Yeah. Notice how he's quiet now. He knows he's
Okay.
screwed up.
Yep.
No, sorry. Sorry, I don't know how to. How do I put this on screen?
Just download it and put it on the thing. Breaking the mainframe now.
Okay.
Do you recognize that ducky legend?
I do. I used to bathe with him every day.
Mm. We're gonna put him on screen for everyone to see this, but I found an image. I found an image of the rubber ducky itself. Yep, there it is. There it is on screen right now. That right there. Oh, it's gone. But that right there is the rubber ducky. The rubber ducky that was stolen. The rubber ducky with the top hat and the katana that was stolen. Stolen by this man here, Soul Arcto. He stole that rubber ducky. My conscience compels me. I had to alert this to Legend. I had to tell him, and so therefore I found the photo of the rubber ducky and I sent it to Soul Arcto and demanded him to put it on the goddamn live stream. And here it is. Here it is on the live stream right now for all of you to see. In fact, that it did exist. Legend, what do you have to say to this man that did steal this rubber ducky? Now that we have undeniable proof that it at one point existed.
I love him.
The ducky or Soul Arcto?
That's up for viewer interpretation, I believe.
Do you have anger towards him?
Oof. It was a pretty cool rubber ducky.
Towards this man.
Good question. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Do we have unresolved issues? Is what he's asking.
Well, depends on what happened to the rubber ducky.
I'm telling you, I did not take this rubber ducky.
Where is the rubber ducky, dude?
My answer is that I don't know.
It arouses. Someone says that this arouses Crimson Legend that you have stolen his rubber ducky.
Okay, okay, whoever is in chat, who is typing this?
This was Sus Duder.
Okay, we need to stop with this talking about this I don't know, whatever this talk is.
You don't understand. You keep changing the subject. That's not cutesy. That's not kawaii. I need a freaking answer. I need a fucking answer. Legend, tell this man you want the rubber ducky back.
I want the rubber ducky back. Yeah.
Soul Arcto,
Cool.
where's the rubber ducky?
Well, maybe we can look through the studio. We can see if we can.
Where is the rubber ducky.
I just said maybe we can look through the studio and see if we can find it anywhere.
Okay,
Which,
well,
by the way,
if we find the rubber ducky, are you gonna give the rubber ducky back to Crimson Legend?
Sure.
No, I don't need a sure. I need a yes.
Yes.
And are you going to say sorry?
Yes.
Say sorry now.
Sorry for taking something that I didn't actually take.
Can't even admit it even when he's caught.
No, I just don't have memory of it. If I had memory of it, sure.
All right, Sasa Dudhi, let me tell you what's going on so far is that we talked about
We didn't
like
even talk about it. We didn't even touch on immersive narratives, really. Cause...
you talked about it. He talked about immersive narratives, and we had this talk where we found out that so Arcto has an alcoholism problem. We went to the bar and he stole the rubber ducky off of poor Crimson Legend's purse. He stole it from outside the purse, and we've been trying to get him to admit that he stole the rubber ducky, and finally we have the rubber ducky proof that it existed on screen, and even now he denies it. But I think we'll fix it. We're going to find the rubber ducky, we're going to get it back to Legend, and everything's going to be okay. That's the character, that's the narrative arc here, the linear storytelling we did right now.
Okay, but I had so much more stuff to talk. But you know what I mean? Like when we get sidetracked, it's kind of hard for me.
If you want to continue with your stuff, you can.
Well, that's why I said like we need to be. It's very time sensitive because you guys don't have the most time in the world, right? To be on a stream like this. So.
Oh no, I have so much time. That's why.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be considerate of Legend and you. So.
Legend, wouldn't you say that finding your rubber ducky is very important to you?
I think maybe we'll find him.
Yeah, we will have time.
We're gonna have to shake. We're gonna have to shake Soul Arcto down.
We are. But yeah, now we can get back to the point. It's just it kept getting into my mind, and I was just so worried of where that rubber ducky was. So I needed to get this figured out. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to talk about immersive narrative,
just
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Let me try to go back because the rubber ducky incident is yeah. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on screen again. Hold on. Let me try to go back to the browser because it completely messed up the slideshow. This is why it's better doing it like pre-recorded because then anyway. Let's see. Okay.
Maybe Legend should start with the next slide.
Me couldn't be. I mean, you guys have a handle. I mean, then again, I could.
I think.
Okay, this is actually kind of important. We need to talk about this one part here. This is kind of what this episode's built around. So yeah, let's talk about this.
I was just going to let what Legend take the helm for this one. I think he's very intellectual on this shit. So I think maybe he should start first.
All right, so go to the slide. I don't know if you guys are on the same slide I am, or you can just look at the stream if you can see it. Well, it's kind of hard because we're blocking the view, but yeah. Yeah. So did you see what I see or no?
I do see it.
All right, so let's talk about something a little bit different, okay? You said that Legend wanted to do the opening or no?
Yeah, he wanted to start the opening. I think he wanted to cover take charge for this slide.
Does he even know what?
No. I mean, you probably should do it. been the best at doing this so far.
No,
You guys
I
have just
think
been saying I've
Legend.
been talking over people and like not.
No, yeah, you're right. I think it's Legend's turn to talk. Like, go ahead, Legend. I mean, like, I try to get you this time for your turn. Like, you should take the lead. You know,
Ooh,
take take the initiative. I mean, I've talked enough.
I couldn't possibly.
No, it's your turn. Let's just sit here and wait for you to start.
I don't even know. I don't even know if he knows what hyperreality is.
He does. He's shy. He's just a shy
No,
guy.
yeah, that's Azrael's attack from Undertale.
No, that's hyper goner. That's not. That's not the same thing.
Gonorrhea.
No, it's hyper goner. That's the tag.
Hypergonads.
No.
I think it's your turn. Legend. Go ahead.
Okay, why don't you take this, Doctor Basketball?
Yeah, no, that
No, because I think I talked enough.
No, you haven't been talking as you know. You need to talk more.
You sure?
You need to overshadow both of us. So yeah.
Okay, I'll try then. Okay. All right. So hyper reality. Let's help you visualize it. Okay. So hyper reality is like a meta narrative type deal.
No, that's not what hyperreality is. Okay. Okay. So hyperreality.
Don't fucking interrupt me. I thought it was my fucking turn.
But you don't even know what it is.
It's my turn. You know, you said I could take the lead. But I
Okay.
guess if I don't know what it is, maybe
no,
Legend.
I'm just saying if you want to.
I mean, apparently both of you had the study guide and I didn't. So
oh,
Legend,
did you not have it open?
you go ahead, Legend. You
All
go
right,
ahead.
fine. I'll do it. I'll take a jab at it. So then, what is hyper reality? Let's help you visualize it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys. What kind of topics do you want to cover on the Trifect? Because it seems like every time I try to do this, nobody cares about what I'm talking about. So, is there a kind of
It's good.
topic that you would feel? You know, I try to pick the topics very carefully. I try to think of like things that are actually I find interesting and things that I like, right? That I like to go into discussing, right? But is there like topics that we could do that you both would find interesting? Because I feel like every time we would do one of these like episodes, there's some issue with like having like we can't have an actual discussion, right? About like these kind of things. So I feel like maybe it's just that I don't have the topic that that's right.
If you want me to be honest, you don't want to do this on live stream. You don't. If you want us to talk about it, we might not want to talk about it on live stream right now.
Talk about what?
Like you don't want to hear my response on live stream right now
Why?
in front of everyone. I don't want to talk about this in front of everyone. That'd be a personal thing. So it wouldn't be a pretty talk. So.
I don't really think I'm like if it's something towards me personally, I mean
No,
sure.
it's nothing like mean. It's just like I don't know. It's like a.
No, I'm actually trying to ask this because I think every time I've tried to do one of these things, every time I feel like we're not able to really get a discussion going on the topic that, because like I find these topics interesting. That's why I like showing you and like trying to cover them. It's because I actually think that they're interesting to go down. Like, and these are things that it takes me a while to come up with these topic ideas, right? This I think this slideshow I was having, I was working on it like for like months prior. So like. I plan these things like months prior, but then when we're actually like recording it or like actually doing it, just no one's receptive. You know what I mean to what I'm doing, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that maybe it's just a matter of the topic, right? Maybe the topic isn't as interesting to both of you as it is, maybe it is to me more than it is to you. So I was just asking like, is there potential for for there to be some more topics that we would all like to see on the show, because while I do find these topics interesting and I do like going through them, it feels like we don't really get a chance to like go at, and because I like doing I like doing discussion pieces where we get to sort of talk about like complex ideas and talk about things like this. And I don't know, sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? Like, like what is hyperreality? What does that even mean? But like I do like doing these kind of things, and I hope that you guys both like as well, like doing these kind of more these kind of discussions. So that's kind of why I choose the topics that I choose, because I like going into like just going on a particular I don't know, like area of discussion, and just sort of going in and talking about it, like kind of what we did for the episodes that are unreleased, which I do plan on releasing them. There's like two there's like a few a few of them I might need to like reorder, change around, but as this being like the first ever like live show, first ever stream that we're doing here, I think it's fine. I think striving for perfection is not realistic, right? Because you can't get everything how you want it to be. But
I mean, I just don't think we should talk about this on live right now.
I think it's fine though. There's nothing like, it's not a personal discussion. It's just I'm asking you both, what kind of things would you like talking about on the Trifect? Like, what kind of things do you find interesting, and what kind of things that you gravitate more towards talking about?
Legend, go ahead. Legend, go ahead.
I think he's not here. Because remember if from earlier his internet got disconnected.
Maybe. Oh shit. Personally, you don't tell us what we're talking. How am I supposed to say anything if I don't know what the hell
Yeah, but like I don't like. Here's the thing. All I expect from you is just to show up, right? Like I'm not expecting you to go on like this huge, what's it like, research on this like particular topic, right? Yeah.
Listen, man, you don't want to be talking about. I didn't want you to go down this route on the live stream, so I'd rather of us have talked about this after the live stream instead.
Okay.
Like I just don't know what like we.
I mean, like the way I see it is that if we can't talk about issues on a stream, then how can we even talk about it in private? Like you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, how can we talk about issues in private if we can't like even do it in public?
I don't know, man. It can be a little embarrassing to like air out this.
There's nothing to air out. I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
I
personally
back, yeah.
I don't think these topics are so vague yet so niche that there's nothing to really say about them.
Okay, so then what kind of topics? Okay, what kind of
most of the talk that has happened is just you basically stating what immersive narrative is, but we're not like saying anything about immersive narrative. We're just saying that this is what immersive narrative is.
Because we're not having a dialogue. That's why we're not saying anything about it, because none of you are talking. That's why.
It's you talking. See.
But am I back?
It's really you talking and just stating what an immersive narrative is. Yes, you're back.
Oh.
The last section I wasn't just stating. I was going into explanation around how this can be, like how these kind of design consequences can be created. I wasn't just talking about it. Obviously, you need to introduce the subject. That's why I said that, like, from earlier in the stream, that we only had, like, we should not, like dilly-dally as much, because then we don't have as much time to discuss the actual, like, topic at hand. And yeah, you need to introduce your topic in order for it to be meaningful to the person that's watching the stream. If no one knows what hyperreality is, how are they supposed to judge whether or not?
Your introduction lasts for 10 minutes of you talking, and most of the people in the chat don't really care. I don't know, like, because it's just like
That's not really true though. Just because someone doesn't care, like just because they don't care about the topic itself, doesn't
Like-
mean that
Mm.
doesn't mean that people, like, you need attentive ears in order to listen, right? If people are not going to have attentive ears, then obviously
it's not an
yes, it is.
interesting topic. No, it is only to you, because again, you're not gonna want me to say any of this stuff I'm about to say on live stream. So,
Like what?
like, this shouldn't be on live, and
Oh.
it didn't need to be like this.
I asked a
And-
simple question, and then you dodge it, and you're like, oh yeah. Like you act like
I
I'm asking.
just-
You act like I'm asking your personal. I'm not asking personal details. I just said, like, what kind of things do you want us to cover in the future? Because I feel like the formula is not working. Because I've tried this 3 times, and every time I've tried it, there's been something wrong with it.
I mean, I like the animation one. That one was cool.
Yeah, the animation. Yeah, I like the animation one, but I think we got sidetracked on that one as well.
Just
And
what is there to say
I don't
about
think we did. I think that
what
one
is there to say about immersive narratives other than there's
a
some
lot to
narratives
say.
that then tell me what there is to say. What is there to say? Just all you're saying is that immersive narratives exist, and then explaining that they exist and what immersive narratives are.
Okay, but
when
you're
could
being reductive of what I'm saying. I did not.
we could
I think what it
we could-
is. Okay,
we
I
could
think,
go into examples, but we don't.
Here's what
We
I
just
think
sit
it
here.
honestly is. I think, and again, I'm not saying this isn't like, and don't take this as an offense, but I think it's just that I'm very verbose. I talk a lot, and by me talking a lot and being very verbose, people don't have the attention span, and then they lose. Like, I'm sorry that I can't present myself in a way that is.
No, I think this is a specific. Oh my god.
But anyway,
I can't-
let's
I
drop.
think this is autism.
Yeah, it is.
It's autism not matching our autism.
Yeah, but anyway, I get what you mean. And yeah, I try to make it interesting. That's why I asked you try to participate. Like I try to ask you questions like, oh, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? So I try to make it so that you guys can still come out. Anyway, I guess let's just try to get back. Let's
but
try to
if
finish this
you-
up. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you plan all this stuff out, why
yeah.
don't you just like tell us what we're going to be talking about so we can actually say something about it?
I actually did tell you. Like this was, well, I guess it's been a while.
No,
Since I told
we
you.
could have had a talk about it. I don't know.
Well, the problem is that you guys don't have time, so I have to kind of just do it in this like.
We do have time if you would just say if you would set something up, I guess. But
I don't
again-
I don't like bothering you, so I don't. That's why I don't do that.
But it would make for a better thing where we can actually talk about it. But it
Yeah.
really is kind of. I just feel like this isn't like a thing that people can just really. I don't know, like talk about. There's not much to talk about on this.
I
'cause it's
think
just
I
like,
think you're just I think you're undermining the potential that this topic. I don't think that this. I think that when I think about these topics, I do think about them. I guess it's like things are better in your head than when you actually do it in practice, right? Like when you're actually doing something in a stream or like you're doing it in like a pre-recording or whatever, it's a lot better like to do it like you have like this whole idea around in your mind of how it's going to look. And I do have thoughts around immersive narratives and okay, which I guess we'll just go and I'll try to finish the slide up. Like there's only I think like 2 slides now.
I mean, Legend. How do you feel about this? How, like you talk. You
Okay, I mean, it's not like the worst, you know. Maybe a little vague.
Okay.
Eh.
Well, that's why I
you know,
have the criteria
obviously-
listed in front of us.
Obviously, you know, discussion save for later. For now, yeah, let's just get
Okay.
finish
Yeah.
this up. Let's wrap it up, fellas.
All
Any
right.
of you guys saw? I saw the TV Glow. Anyone see that movie?
I know
Oh,
what that
sorry,
is.
I'm not part of those the gang.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so basically what hyperreality is, it's basically like, think of it like, some people can kind of think of it as like a simulation of reality, like sort of something that's kind of unreal. That, and again, as it says here, hyperreality, in order for like at least the criteria that I put here, is that it needs to disrupt, challenge, or trivialize, blah blah blah, your perception of reality, right? So there's different ways that this can be achieved. One of which I think that one of the examples that is used is like a VR, right? When you're in like a VR, that's one of the examples I can give for a kind of thing that exists, like something that exists as a sort of, almost like it sort of functions as reality in a sense, but it's not, right? It's like fantasy, right? It's not really real, but it's again like the immersion, right? Like that's why we said immersive narratives. When you're getting immersed in a narrative, right? What happens is that you get invested, and so your investment is obviously that's kind of, you get what I'm saying. You get hooked into it, and so then when you get hooked into it, when you have that, like, when you're able to not separate the two worlds, right? For let's say a VR world or your real world, and you're not able to separate those two, it can kind of disrupt your perception of reality. It can also challenge it, and it also can trivialize it at the same time. So this is kind of what hyperreality is. It's basically also, you have to know that you're in this. If it's something that you're not aware of, right? I would kind of call that like more of delusion, right? Because if you're not aware, so like the difference between like illusion and delusion is delusion is that you're convinced of something, whereas illusion is that that something is an illusion, right? So that's why it needs to be voluntarily you have to have some voluntary precipitation. Yeah. I can't pronounce it. Precipitation.
Like precipitation?
No. What's the word I'm trying to
like
read?
when you participate in something?
Yeah. It sounds like I'm saying precipitation. I'm saying part.
Yeah, like participation.
Yeah.
Participation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So wait. By the way, is anyone said anything in chat since I've talked or no?
Mainly everyone being like, "Mom and Dad are fighting. Come on, guys, don't argue."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be fighting. I was just asking a question. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I put on the new slide. Basically, again, this is a graphic, and I was going to try to explain it, basically. So basically, the idea here, okay, is you have hyperreality, which is like this, you can see the tree right there, right? Are you looking at what I'm looking at?
Uh-huh.
There's like a tree. Okay? And this tree is leaning against this wall, right? And the wall, this is the boundary between reality. And then you can see fantasy is kind of under it, it's under that. So basically, you need a boundary between a reality and hyperreality, right? And then fantasy is obviously in that mix as well. But if one of these gets out, then if you remove one of these out of the equation, right? You remove one aspect. It changes, right? So hyperreality, again, leans on reality. So it needs reality. It needs reality as a basis for what it is. Same kind of with fantasy. Fantasy needs reality as a basis for what it is, right? It's the foundation at which the hyperreality is set on. And so yeah, it kind of leans against it as a boundary between those two things. And the thing here is that the wall protects you. The wall between reality and sort of fantasy, as it were, protects you from it actually being real, right? And so hyperreality kind of the way it subverts that, the way it does that is it kind of leans on reality, as you can see here, kind of leans on the relationship that these two have in order to, I don't know if this makes any sense. In order to like basically, like I said, hyperreality is meant to disrupt, it's meant to trivialize, or it's meant to do all sorts of things, right? So yeah, that's basically the slideshow. It's kind of hard to, again, I know it's kind of very matter of fact. I'm kind of explaining what everything is and not really going into detail, because I should have came up with more like, I think the thing is I didn't really come up with like any discussion points really. And I think next time what I'll probably do is I'll probably come up with just like a discussion point, right? To go into the topic itself. But that is to introduce you. And I think as a first episode, it's sort of introductory. And I think that's the point, right, of a first episode. We're trying to introduce you to these concepts because who knows, these concepts might be brought up later in later episodes. So yeah, this concept right here, hyperreality, is kind of, again, and there's many examples of it, but it is used in immersive storytelling. It's like it's a part of immersive storytelling. It's very important to immersive storytelling, and so that's why I wanted to mention it here, because it's kind of what sort of bridges the audience to the story. And yeah, it's used in a lot of it can be used in a lot of ways, right? But yeah, that's basically all I have to say on that, really. But anyway, so you have any closing thoughts on here? I know this isn't a perfect first episode, but you know, it'll have to do for now. Okay. We'll get better as time goes on. We will get better at doing these sorts of things, and yeah.
I don't know if anyone's still here, but hopefully
Where'd Legend go? He leave?
it was entertaining at least.
Yeah, is he gone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
He's back.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later. We're gonna end the stream. I know that this is a little bit abrupt, but yeah. All right.
Wait. Can we say something before we
Yeah, sure.
leave?
Sure.
Bye.
Oh yeah. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
We have a new email, by the way, guys. It's Trifect. No, what is it? It's us at trifect.show. If you guys want to email us. Anyway.
Yep.
And
happy holidays.
By the way, I did get some emails from people.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Now I actually got an email from like a company or something. I don't know. Like. Anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you guys later. Anyway.
All right.
Happy holidays.
Good night, I
Merry
guess.
Christmas, yeah.
We are